Hello, today welcome you to my world of watches, and in this video we are going to take a look at my current watch collection. Let's see what it's all about. Now I know I'm a little bit late, but I have an excuse. I ordered one watch before 2020 and it just came in recently, so it's still a collection up to 2020. I haven't bought a new watch this year yet. My collection does not contain expensive watches, so you shouldn't be expecting miracles here. With that said, I thought it would still be fun to show you my collection, not only to hear your thoughts on it, but also to compare it with the upcoming collection of 2021. So now we'll quickly go through my watch box, and then at the end I'll tell you what are my plans for this year. Let's go. So first, let's start with the cheapest and probably the most iconic watch I own, the Casio F91W. This one is the one that came in recently because I left my first one in the gym, had to buy another one. It has both a bright and dark side to it. As you know, not only has it starred in many films, but it also was seen on Osama bin Laden's hand, so yeah, it holds an interesting history. But it is just dirt cheap, super comfortable and compact watch. Easy to use, easy to operate, and they're quite durable too. I remember going for a swim with it in a river a couple of times and it survived just fine. And even if it breaks, no big deal, you can get them for about $8 all day long. I very much enjoy the design too, even though it doesn't really suit me. You know, I'm a big guy and this watch is like 34mm, so it looks kind of like a toy. Nevertheless, it's an icon and I really like it. Next one on the list is the Cadisen C9067. By the way, I've reviewed every single watch that I'm about to show you, so if you're interested, the links are in the description down below. Now this timepiece was a gift and I was overwhelmed when I got it. The price to quality ratio is just great. It is a proper chronograph, performs fantastically, and what I really like is the aesthetics. They played very beautifully with the colors. That green bezel and the red seconds hand gives it a pop in my opinion. Has a nice thick mesh bracelet which is rare on these Chinese watches. Applied silver indices, nice set of hands, and a wide dial. It just looks so good on the wrist, 42mm in diameter, and on top of all that, it is surprisingly comfortable to wear. For the price, I think it is one of the best dress watches you can get. The third watch is a Timex Expedition, a very lovely looking watch which for some reason I don't wear too often. I have it on this yellow pearl to match the seconds hand. Again, the look of this watch is fantastic. The gunmetal case gives a kind of toughness feeling, matte black dial, and of course the famous Indiglo. As you can see, it is a field watch. I even stated in my review that it is probably the cheapest proper field watch, and to this day I still believe it is. It still holds quite a simple design. It is great for everyday use, although my main problem of this watch is the water resistance. As you know, 5 atmospheres is kind of a slippery slope. I just wish it was at least 10 atmospheres. Maybe this is why I don't wear it that often. But overall, for the price I paid, which was about $20 something, I cannot be happier with it. It is a definite keeper. In at number 4, we have my beloved Guanqin GJ16034. This one was my everyday watch for the past year or so. I usually wear a suit, so it goes very well with it. And I also like how actually versatile it is. Put it on a leather, it becomes a dress watch. Put it on a pearl, it becomes a casual watch. Put it on a NATO and it becomes a sportier looking watch. There are so many strap variations available with this watch. Beautiful silver sunburst dial, all polished case, the decagon bezel, raised silver indices, sapphire crystal, and inside it houses a Miyota 8215 movement. Very reliable, it hasn't turned me down throughout that year. Still looks great and also keeps a good time. For the money you get a lot of watch. In the 5th and 6th place are the G-shocks. So I have a G7900 in red, which I picked up for I believe $17 in near mint condition, and also a G-9000 mudman, which is my first G-shock that I bought from Creation Watches, and it wasn't worth it because back then I didn't know a lot of places to buy watches from and ended up paying around $100+ including taxes. But overall, I enjoy both of them equally. The G9000 is kind of my work watch. I work out with it, I do gardening with it, well, pretty much everything. And the G7900 is brighter, so it's better for summer or just brighter days in general. I try not to abuse it too much. Both of them have a lot of functions which I definitely do not use, but they're neat to have. The only function that I do use is the stopwatch. So yeah, I like wearing both. They are the toughest watches that I know, will take a beating all day long, and they're here to stay for now. The next watch is also one of my latest acquisitions, the Parnis Daytona. This Parnis is probably the most luxurious looking watch I own, and now it is my everyday work watch. In short, I was shocked when I got it. I like almost every single part of this watch. My only concern was the bracelet, but over time it grew on me. When you look at it, it immediately screams luxury, definitely looks more expensive than it actually is. I know it is a heavy Daytona homage, but it also has features of its own, like the placement of the subdials and the indices. All 316L stainless steel, ceramic bezel, sapphire crystal, solid end links, and a Seiko VK63 mecha quartz movement. So the chronograph hand sweeps and the seconds hand ticks. A lot of polished surfaces makes it stand out in my opinion. They catch the light beautifully. I'm totally astounded, and for the price of $80 you just can't go wrong with it. And also there are plenty of color variations to choose from. The last watch is the Orient Star. It was my dad's watch, but he doesn't wear it, so I took it from him. I have to admit that I don't wear it too often too, just because it's gold plated. It is a very classy watch from 1990s. I have to say that it is super comfortable. 36mm sits nicely on my 7-inch wrist. The bracelet is also very comfortable. Orient's automatic non-hacking and non-hand winding movement, mineral glass, and as I mentioned, gold plated stainless steel construction. There's really not much to say apart from that it has sentimental value and it won't leave my collection at any time. So there you go, here's my state of the collection video for 2019. I know it isn't something super special, but it was still fun to do, and we'll see what we end up with at the end of this year. Now, what are my planned purchases for the upcoming year? So far on my list is a rose gold Parnis GMT Master 2 and either the Orient Raid 2 or Orient Kamasu. Also, I would like to take a look at some more G-Shocks. So what do you think of my collection? I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Maybe you have some suggestions of watches I should take a look at. Leave them in the comments. And as always, if you like my video, please leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. And also hit that little bell so you'll get notified when I upload a new video. And now thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.